Welcome back, my friends, to TFT with Artark. Can't say TFT hyperroll with Artark yet because there is no hyperroll in the PBE. This is the Beef Edition, where I just talk about the things I don't like about this set, although the second half will be something else. One thing is that, yeah, there's no hyperroll. Get it in the PBE, guys. Come on, get with it. Portals still exist, and while it's not as bad as last time because there are no real bad portals, things like this can still happen, where everyone chooses the all-prismatic and we get stuck with the one, leading to, of course, people to complain. Because, yeah, that's what's gonna happen when people don't get their way. But let's jump into some things that are annoying me, which are some characters just don't make sense. Lilia is a tank. Now, if you've played Lilia, you know she's not a tank. It's not her thing, but that's how she's set up here. Similarly, Nico is a tank. Again, not her thing if you've played regular League of Legends. These are not tanks. Now, one of my favorite characters to play in League, Aram or otherwise, is Kai'Sa. Loved her in pretty much every set she's been in. Kai'Sa is a hybrid champ in that she can do AD or AP. Now her W scales off of AP. Everyone who's played AP Kai'Sa knows that. Key item for her is Rage Blade, but she's an AD carry using her W as her ult in this. It doesn't make sense, but there's worse with her. She's going to miss her ult a lot. Fires the ult, not even close. You might still win your match, but her ults are going to keep missing their target. I don't know why this happens and why it is pretty exclusive to her. Other champions are able to hit it consistently. And the one that bothers me the most is Nami, because that is a tough skill shot in most cases, but watches Riven dodges it, but nope, there's no dodging Nami's ult in this game. Now this one I just don't comprehend. Notice the Yordles on the left and the right. One is Kennen, one is Gnar. Yeah, why do they look so similar? Now, my wife ultimately pointed out that if you look close, you can tell the difference by their tails. Gnar has a big fluffy tail, Kennen does not, but I do not want to be examining Yordle butts to try to figure out where they need to go on the board. Now, this next and final thing is kind of a different thing. It's more about style of play. And you will see in this match, I was trying to do Kayle as my headliner. I really wanted to test out Kayle and see if Kayle, if at 3 stars, could carry, but I could not get the last Kayle. But while Pentakill Bruiser is likely going to get you top 4 quite often, winning is a different story. You're gonna need that huge element of luck to come in, and either you're going to 3-star your Kayle or whatever other champion you're working on, or at some point you got to dump your Chosen and look for more. So I dumped it, found Mordekaiser as an additional Chosen, which is going to be slightly stronger than Kayle, but not likely strong enough. So I'm going to tank up Mordekaiser in the hopes that I can just last long enough to pull this off. But even with 2 Warmogs and the headliner, it's not enough for this. Notice I've moved more of the damage items over to Karthus, who's more likely to do more damage than Kayle when Kayle's not at 3 stars. At this point, I'm just wanting to win, but it is not going to happen with this team as is, and I'm clinging with 13 health. Get out of that round, pick up a Karthus, roll, get the shot for a pentakill Karthus. That means I have to dump Mordekaiser, but it's not enough money, which means I need to dump someone else, because if I pick up that pentakill Karthus along with my champion duplicator, I have a 3-star gold Karthus, but only 7 of the 9 possible champions I can have on the board. But here's the thing, a Karthus at 3 stars does a ton of damage. and you can see half the team gets wiped in the first shot. The way Karthus works, he gets mana back for every kill, plus he's got the Spear of Sojin, so he stays alive, and now I can try to build the team. And because this is Norms, I can really say, long story short, I'm going to cut out all the stuff in between. Just know that Karthus is doing a ton of damage. He does 2200 plus per ult, then speeds up after every single ult. He's able to clear the board. He is nearly a legendary at this point. Look at the total damage he does, over 22,000, and it's GG for everyone. Hope you enjoyed this video and the little bit of beef I have with Riot, and come back once the hyperroll starts. As always, have an absolutely awesome day.